All right, let's talk about Harrison Butker and the graduation speech that he gave at Benedictine College that has set the internet on fire because it is so misogynistic. So let's start with the fact that the college itself, $50,000 a year times 4 years, $200,000. You have a whole audience of young women who parents have they have spent or taken out loans for $200,000, and they're being told that their primary goal in life should be a homemaker and that they should find a lot of validation by being a mother. This is just such a whacked out, wackadoodle ideology. It's not rooted in Christianity, so you can let that go. There's nowhere in the Bible that Jesus touts the virtue of homemaking and women finding their identity in child rearing. That is not in there. This is Harrison's ideologies coming through in his graduation speech. Now, the truth be told, almost everybody who gives a graduation speech is spewing out their ideologies. But what you want to be careful of with him, he's like, if he and his wife want to believe whatever they want to believe, whatever they want to do, that's fine. But when you put out to a bunch of people that is an ideal, that is the way things should be, then you're shoulding on them. You should never should on anybody. It is not your role. It is not your responsibility. It is not your right to tell anybody how they should live their lives. We are all so completely different. And, there's so many ways you can deconstruct Harrison's speech. For me, I find it fascinating because his mother went to Georgia Tech. Like, she's incredibly highly educated. She's a master's degree. She does radiology oncology. Like, this is a very smart woman who's out there saving lives. And to have her son go in and say, hey, the best thing that you can do is to be this. And he didn't say and. There was no and. It was a cutoff. And that's the thing. Being a homemaker, being a mother, it can be wonderful. And you can also have an identity out of that. And I think that's super important because I was a school counselor for 20 years. And I have seen so many different types of parenting. There is a big challenge for women who have devoted their entire lives to their family and have not developed outside of that. Because when the kids are gone, they are left. They are left without skills that they need to have a job. They are left without an identity because their kids are now gone and they haven't nurtured it during that time. So please, 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 when you hear his speech or when you read about it, no, it's totally fine if that's the way you want to go, but nobody's identity should be tied into one role and into one activity. And that is your coaching tip for today.